You can have strong manufacturing, but not a strong middle class. It's not something people want to hear.
So the first thing we have to do is we have to make those bad jobs better. We can't go anywhere with 60 million crappy low-wage service jobs. Look, my dad worked in a factory. He started that job in the factory in 1934. It took 9 people to make a family wage. He came back from his service in World War II, and with unionization and the new social compact and productivity up, he had a great job in the same factory. We can do the same thing for service workers today. But the other thing that's really important is not every manufacturing job is a good job in America. For every aircraft assembler or tool and die maker that are taking home 50 grand or more a year, we have sewing machine operators and others who are making 10 bucks an hour.
Right.
So just like our economy and our labor market are split, so is our manufacturing labor market. And the jobs we're bringing back, you know, there was a great New York Times story that said GE is bringing back jobs home. Great. The jobs that were there before paid 30 bucks an hour. The new jobs GE was bringing back home paid 12 to 20 bucks an hour. So yes, we have to do better in manufacturing. We have to drive the wages up there too.
That's a really good point. Scott, let me ask you, do we risk on losing out on innovation if we don't have more factory jobs or if we don't bring back factory jobs? Because, you know, my dad, who also worked in industry, he always said, you know, innovation happens on the factory floor. It happens on the factory floor from a guy on a line who figures out a better way to do something.
It does, and you have a slew of management consultants and academics at Harvard, MIT, and other places who are now saying that separating innovation from production was a lousy idea and that you should try to sell, make things in the market you're trying to sell in and where you're innovating as well, and that you lose a lot of that potential when the production goes overseas. And so I do still think that there will be some offshoring. I think there are some folks who think that that's pretty much run its course, but onshoring is a trend not only because, I mean, companies aren't doing this just to be patriotic. They think that they will make money, and they realize that they have to align their innovation and production to be globally competitive. I want to go back to something that Richard said about the quality of manufacturing jobs. Here's something. 9 out of 10 manufacturing jobs come with health care benefits. You don't find that in the service sector. And by and large, even though there has been some reduction in the wage premium, there still is no comparison for folks who don't have a 4-year college degree. It's about the only career path that's going to get you to the American dream, to a middle-class job. And also, if you locate a factory in a community, you're going to get those service sector jobs. The opposite is never the case. That's why manufacturing is important, because it spurs economic activity in other parts of the economy like no other sector can.